Hello everybody, it's Michael Angelo Caruso. I am a sales coach based here in Detroit, Michigan, and we're helping people all over the world get better at sales. We're doing it through keynote speeches. I'm at tons of events. I have an event calendar at my website if you want to check that out. And of course, we're doing a lot of online training as well for individuals and for sales teams. I'd love for you to be more successful. If you do not get help with your sales, you are likely to continue to struggle, and that would be a shame, wouldn't it? So let's get you all tooled up. If you're a fan of this playlist, it's called Selling More, Better, Faster. You know that. You also know that by subscribing, you will be notified of new videos as they are posted every Thursday morning. And all you need to do is click that silver bell. I have no idea why I'm pointing over here, but you want to click that silver bell, and then we'll let you know when new videos are dropped. Last week we talked about how to achieve top-of-mind awareness in the minds of your prospects. It's very important. If you'd like to know more, check it out. It's a good way to keep your prospects thinking about you, especially when they're ready to purchase. This week we're going to talk about how to actually request more rejection. And it's an often overlooked thing in the sales world. We're all so interested in closing deals that we forget that the more no's we get, the more yeses we get, right? And so I want you to start focusing on getting rejected by your prospects. Now, let's start with a basic human psychology fact. Nobody likes to be rejected. Nobody likes to be told no. That's not the point. The point is that the more times you are told no, the more times you will be told yes. You understand? Sales has always been a numbers game, but you've got to get people to that fork in the road where they make a decision, yes or no. Now, some people argue, and rightfully so, that the yes or no doesn't have to be a purchase, right? It could be what we call a micro close. But nonetheless, you're still asking for something. You're still getting yes or no. Remember, a salesperson's favorite word is yes, and a salesperson's second favorite word is no. And nothing happens until you get one or the other. When you get a yes, the sale can proceed. When you get a no, you know that they're not ready to buy yet. You can either go to work on the objection, or you can cut them loose and go talk to people who are actually in the mood to say yes, right? Either way, you have clarity, you have clarification, and you're in a much better spot than no answer at all. I like to have $1 for every sales call I've been on as a coach, with my client sitting next to me, and we made a promise to each other in the lot. You are going to ask for the business today, yes. He says, yes, I am. We get in there, and he finishes his magnificent 56-slide PowerPoint presentation, and he says, well, that's all the slides I have for you today. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think is not asking for the order. Asking what do you think does not generate business. You have to say, I'd love to work with you. Would you like to get started today? Do you like the blue model or the brown model? Any form of binary question is a step in the right direction, and you've got to get that answer at the end of the very first meeting. If you don't ask it at the end of the first meeting, you're likely not to ask it at the end of the second meeting, and now all you're doing is selling another meeting. You keep coming back to talk to the same people over and over again, and they love talking to you because they got to do something to get through the day. In some cases, it's worse than paid friendship. It's actually unpaid friendship because they're not even paying you for you to come visit with them, right? This is a non-workable situation, and it's messing up your closing ratio. You're wasting time. You're throwing hours and hours out the window. Not a good idea. Sales has always been a numbers game, and the more you ask for yes, the more you're going to get no. But we're okay with that because we understand how the numbers work. Ask for the business, get rejected, get used to it. Some of you know that I operate a Present Like a Pro Facebook page, and you can all join, it's free. And there's a standing offer for anybody in my group. We have hundreds of members. Well, depending on when you watch this, we could have thousands of members, right? But when you join this group, there's a standing invitation for a free consult with me. And it's a serious phone call, man. I look at you, I study you online, I have you fill out a form before you get on so I know where you're at. And we talk about your sales goals in this call. It's free. But you know there's an offer at the end of the call. You would expect nothing less of a salesperson, right? And at the end of the call, we get to that fork in the road, and I've gotten you to tell me you're ready to solve your problem. right? And I give you the opportunity to solve it. And that's when we find out what you're made out of. But you don't get off the call without giving me a yes or a no. It's an interesting moment in every phone call when I say, you've told me you want to solve the problem. You've told me that you'd like me to help you solve it. Here's what I can do for you. You said you like it. Here's the price. Yes or no. Fascinating moment. And a lot of people say yes. But you've got to get people to that fork in the road where they make that decision. It's really, really important. If you'd like to sign up for the Present Like a Pro Facebook page, I'll put the link down below. You can do that. But whether you join my group or not, you need to get in the habit of asking for the business at the end of the first meeting, the first phone call with every prospect. Okay, are we clear? I hope this has been helpful for you. In our next episode, episode 6, we're going to talk about how to involve the prospect throughout the sales process so they have some skin in the game and they're less likely to reject you when they get to that fork in the road. Thanks very much, everybody. We'll talk with you soon.